my friends from Hersheypark. Just having an awesome day, taking photos, reels, and you know, just enjoying all that the park has to offer, remembering that today is the last day that Wildcat is going to be operating. And what happens before I make my way over here is it just starts pouring rain. But we kind of just rolled with it, and yeah, we're just going right in line again. Standing in line here with the dedicated few. The line is not too long, but man, it's not showing any signs of letting up this rain. But whatever, it'll be a fun experience.
All clear, dispatch. And as always, guys, enjoy your 85-foot drop on the Wildcat. Let's go!
While we're here, we can talk a little bit about Wildcat itself, I guess, where it's been operating since '96, and it was only recently teased, I think, a few weeks ago by the park and then by RMC. Has anything official actually come out? I'm not sure, but it's at the time that I'm making this, it's not like official, but it's just been kind of teased that Wildcat is going to be RMC'd. And I kind of wanted to come out here. I don't have the fondest memories of this roller coaster being as rough as it's notoriously known to be, but I feel like some people were saying that they were getting good rides on this, so I figured why not come and find out for myself, because I honestly haven't ridden this since like 2018. And a lot of people were saying, and I tend to agree with them, that they're not really missing out too much by removing a wooden coaster, which is, you know, usually a rough thing to have, because not too many parks have many wooden coasters to lose out on, because it's nice to have to kind of flesh out a lineup. But because they have Comet and Lightning Racer here, it's actually like, I feel like it's going to complement all the other stuff in their lineup to have an RMC here. The other thing I wondered about, and maybe you guys can chime in on this, is what are they going to name it? Because traditionally, it's always been like Twisted this or Wicked that. And with Wildcat, I feel like that's also a very popular name for just like wooden roller coasters. And come to think of it, I haven't been on like a Wildcat. The only other one that comes to mind is the one at Lake Compounce. Like both of them were pretty rough. But how do you play, like add Wicked Wildcat, Twisted Wildcat? Like, I don't think they're going to do that. Although I do know that this Wildcat was named after the Wildcat that originally opened like a long time ago that was a PTC. Meanwhile, this is a GCI, which had PTCs for a while, and then not too long ago got the Millennium Flyers, which I didn't know about that, so fun fact. So I do wonder about the name, what they'll eventually come up with. Will they drop Wildcat altogether, or will they introduce something that kind of connects it to the candy, kind of like what they did with the Boomerang here and doing the Jolly Rancher remix? It could go either way, in my opinion, but I'm interested to see what you guys think.
Welcome back. Please remain seated and keep your arms and legs.
All right, just got done 2 laps on Wildcat real quick. It was a lot of fun, but that rain was pelting. I had my eyes like one eye open the whole time, and sometimes I had to close them, and whew, it was brutal. But the layout and stuff is pretty good. It's better than I remember it. Some of the drops, you do get some decent air. I did wait for the back, or towards the back. Most people were going for the back, to be honest, and I did see a lot of enthusiasts coming on, just judging by the shirts and how they came from all over, basically. So that was cool to see. But the biggest thing was that it's still rough. Even in the rain, it is still rough. So I don't know. I think it's probably due. It's probably time, even though it's from '96, and I feel like it's usually much older roller coasters that get that RMC treatment. The rain has let up a little, so I came on over here to where Mixed and Jolly Rancher Remixed are. That's right. It's a little confusing. They called this flat ride here, Mixed, while the Boomerang right over here is Remixed. I do dig the tunnel though, but I don't believe I've ever actually shown this in one of my vlogs, so let's see this in action. It's something that I've seen before a few times, and maybe you have as well.
Stop and has lowered to the ground. Then, unbuckle your seatbelt, push down and pull up on your shoulder restraint, and walk to the exit. Thank you for riding Mixed.
mixed. That flat ride has a short cycle time. It might have been like 20-25 seconds, real short. And I believe it's a Zamperla Nebula or Nebula Z or something like that, which I've seen, I think, most recently over at Adventure Dome in Las Vegas. So I don't know how long the loading time takes. I've been kind of sitting here and kind of watching because they have, you know, vehicles up in the air. It takes some time, so it's real slow loading. And then you couple that with the slow loading and low capacity boomerang behind it. That's a 1-2 combo that I did not anticipate. But for what it's worth, it is the fanciest boomerang that I've ever seen before. And they kind of dressed it up at the station. They have a bunch of lights and stuff going on, which is pretty cool. I did it earlier today and I wasn't like in vlogging mode, let's say. But I mean, it's fine. It's a cool experience. It's a little refresh, I think. It brought some new life to this area, which was much needed in my opinion. It felt always kind of like, not a dead zone, what could I call it? It just felt like it hadn't gotten much love and needed a refresh. So I feel like they made the right call with this. And right across the way from all of this is this little food truck that has house-made Jolly Rancher sorbet. They have a sampler flight, and I think I might just go for it. So I tried out the sampler for all the sorbets there that they had of the Jolly Rancher flavors, and they put a little whipped cream in the middle and crushed Jolly Rancher kind of like sprinkled on top, and it was actually really good. I know you all know probably by now I have a terrible sweet tooth, so yeah, that hit the spot. But I needed like food, so I actually went around in front of Fahrenheit. They have that hot dog stand that has like the roller coaster themed hot dogs, and I ended up going for the Great Bear. And I thought for the price, it was like $7-8. I thought for the price it was going to be like a regular sized hot dog, not like a behemoth like I ended up getting. It was a lot, and I am very full now. That was delicious, if not a little messy. But I would highly recommend any of those hot dogs because, wow, the portion is generous. But now, sadly, we're kind of making our way out of the park because the rain is supposed to get much worse. I'm very thankful that I was able to get onto Wildcat before it closed, before it transforms into whatever it is going to become. I am really excited for it because, one, it's going to be a great fit for this park. Two, they have such a cool layout already. So whatever the supports that are currently there are going to become and going to support. There's just so much like potential there for something really amazing. So that has me very excited. And I feel like because they're closing midsummer, that means maybe they'll have something open even by next season. Mind you, it wasn't the craziest ride today. It wasn't like, it hurt a little bit. It hurt in places, but there were some fun parts too. And I appreciate, you know, that it has its history and that a lot of people here were very fond of it, given the lines and the weather that everybody was putting up with. I thought I had some waivers over there, but they didn't want to come over. I just gave them a little, but nope, sadly. Anyway, guys, all that being said, let me know down below how you feel about the Wildcat transformation that is upon us and from a rainy day here at Hersheypark. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Hi, my name is Austin, and I'm making my own adventure.